Hey guys, I'm Sunil and welcome to my channel Unique Developer, and welcome to this series of library management system where we are building this awesome library management system. You can see we have manage book section from where admin or librarian can manage the books in the library, add, update and delete, and in the student manage student section librarian can manage the student details. Let me show. You can see here, from here librarian can manage the students, and let me go back, and from issue book panel a librarian can issue a book to a student. Okay, so he or she need to select the issue date and due date and click on issue book. The book will be issued to this student. Let me go back, and in the last video we created this return book page. Okay, we have successfully created this return book page where if I enter the book ID and the student ID and click on find, you can see no record is available because book ID 1 is not allocated to student ID 1. Let me check another detail, student ID 2. Okay, here the record is present. So you can see we have this record, and when we click on return book, the book will be returned back and the book count will be updated. Okay, we have seen all this in our previous videos. Now in this video we are going to create this view record page. Okay, you can see from here admin can search the issue date, search using the dates from date and to date, and he can fetch the data between dates. So we are going to do this, and before starting, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe the channel. Here you will find awesome projects in Java and PHP, and I will be uploading more projects. And also thanks for 1k subscriber. We are now family of 1k, and let's learn together. So thanks again. Let's start the video now. And if you want to watch more projects, you can go in the playlist section. You will find playlist saying fees management system and library management system and e-learning websites. Okay, let's come back to our video. In this video we are gonna create this issue book detail page. So let me close this, and this one is our project where we are building. And in the JFrame we need to create new JFrame form, and I'm gonna name it as view all record. We got the frame, and just set the layout as absolute because we want to place our elements at absolute position. And in designer size, just change the designer size and make it 1481 comma 857. Okay, done. And click on this generate center and generate resize code. It will open our frame in the middle of our screen. And the next step is we need to take a panel, J panel, take it and just keep it here and change the background color. I want background color as this one, so let me just copy the color. Go to properties. We have used this color in many of our frames. So 102 102 255, and come back here and just paste this color RGB value here. Now we need to change the width and height. So come here, and width I want to take it as 1480 and height is 280. Done. And also set the layout as absolute layout. Now we need to place the elements. So we have this on the return book page, we have this label saying book details. Copy this and also copy this underline. How to copy? Just select this. You can select multiple component using control. So simply press and hold control and select the components and right click. Now click on copy, and here on this view, not this one, let me just close this one. We don't require this. We all record, and here right click on the panel and simply click on paste. Now you can see we got, and let me just put it here. Instead of book detail, I want to say it as view. Okay, sorry, view all record. or you can say view all issue books, and any you can and let me just increase the width 350. Okay, and from x-axis I want it to be 610, and little bit more, let make it at 600, and width I want to increase little bit more, 360. Done. Now let me just check whether it is same or not. So view all record. Here you can see I have named it as issued book details. You can I told you can name anything, just provide a meaningful name. View all record. And the next is we need to take a date field. So in the return book, not return book, we have created issue book page. Here you can see this is our project library management system, and in the previous I think part 8 or in the part 9 we have created this issue book page. So open this, and in the design section you will find a date field, this one. Just copy this issue date and due date also. Copy these two date fields, or you can simply copy one and later we can copy that. We all record, and just right click and click on paste. You can see we can't see our, because it is here. So let me just check. This is our issue book and label. So let me just, and what we have to do is we have to just you can see the issue date and label is inside this J panel, but what we want to keep these two component into this frame. So just copy and just select and drag to this J frame. Now you can see we got our text field and issue date. So this way you can uh, place the components. Now copy and keep it here, and also change the background color, make it as white. It would be more visible. Issue date, and just copy this one more time for the due date. So let me just copy and paste again. Let me just and if you are facing any problem in copy paste, you can simply go to palette manager, and from here you can uh, select this date rs date chooser, and you can drag and drop here and change the color and all that, but we have already did that. That's why I just copied this from the previous panel, and just change the variable name. I want to name it as date underscore to date. Why to date? Because we are gonna, this one is to date and this one is from date. So from this date to this date we want to fetch the records. That's why I'm naming it as to and from date. So from date. Now we need a button. Just move it little bit to left. So select and move it here. Issue date, and now take a button. So here you can see iris material button circle. Take this, change the background color. Just first change the text. So search, not my bad, and let me just change it to search. Okay, again wrong. What is going on? SARCH, search. Okay, fine. And just change the background color. I want to make it as red. So copy this one, 255, 51, 51. Click on button and go to background and paste this color. Okay, perfect. And if you don't know how to get this RS button, you can watch my second video of this series where I showed you how to add this component into palette manager and use it. Okay, you will find the video link in the I button also. And now we need a J panel, but before that I want to take a panel and set layout as absolute layout. You can see the panel is gone. I don't know where it's gone. So what we have to do is we have to just find the panel from here. You can see J panel 2, and it is here. Now I would suggest you to name your panel so that when we can find it easily. Now let me name it as panel table, sorry, panel underscore table. Why? Because we are going to display table on this panel, so here we can easily find this panel. And let me just, okay, now expand it, and from here make it to cover entire JFrame. First let's just change the background color and keep it as white. Okay, looking good. And we need a table here. Okay, here. Okay, done. Now we need a table. So in the manage student, or you can see in the manage books or manage student, any from any panel you can get the table. So here you can see we have a table. Just copy this. So right click and copy, and come back to our view all record and paste the table here. You can see we got our table. Or you can simply go to palette manager and select this rs table from, okay, where is my rs table? Let me just check. rs table, okay, rs table metro you can select and keep it here, but we have already created, so I don't want to do this again. Now just simply copy and paste and increase the width. Now I am going to change the heading, so table content, and in the column we want to display this. Let me just show you. We want to display this issue book details in that table. Okay, so what we need to display? Book id, not book id and book name, student name, issue date, due date and status. So according to that, let me change the column name. So first one is id, then book name, so book name. The next one is student name. The next one is issue date, issue date, and the next one is due date, and last one is status. Okay, status, done. And in the rows I don't want to insert any rows because we are gonna fetch the data from the database. And done. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 columns, and now we need to set the values on this table. So we have already did that in the manage student. You can see manage student or manage books, from any class file you can get the code. From here you will see a method called set student details to table, where we are fetching the data from the database and setting it to table. So just copy this method. Let me, you can see this parenthesis or and curly braces are closing here. So copy this entire code, control C, and go to view all record, and here below this, okay, I think we have already, no, this one is my already created panel. Go to source, and here you can see, and below this constructor just paste this code, and we need, it will ask us, it will ask to import the classes. So simply click on ok, and all the classes will be imported. Now we need to create a table model. You can see in the manage book, let me show you, or in the manage student, from we have copied the code from here. So we also need to create this line default table model, because we are using it here, model, default model. Okay, let me just close this one, and here above the constructor just paste it, and everything is good. Now what I want is, we just need to change the database name, not database name, table name. Instead of student details, what I want to say is, I want to fetch the data from issue book details. Okay, and student id first is which one is first one is id. So let me just fetch this id. String id is equal to rs dot get string. Again you might be thinking why id is integer, but I am storing the id in string object or string variable, because we just want to display the data and we don't want to perform any operation on this id. That's why if it's string, then it's also okay if it's string. rs dot get string, and I want the id. Let me check the column name id. Okay, and the next one is student id, not student id, we want book name. So string book name rs dot get string book underscore name. The next one is student name, and here student underscore name. The next one is issue date, so here issue underscore date. Similarly change the variable name issue date, and here due date due underscore date, and change the variable name due date, and the final one is status. So copy this and paste, and here make it status, and here also status. Okay, now we need to pass these variables into our object array, and we have to pass the variable in the same order where in the same order in which we have mentioned our column names. You can see first is id book name, then student name. Similarly first one is id comma book name comma student name comma issue date comma due date and comma status. Okay, done. And you can see here we are getting errors. Why? Because we need to change the table name. So right click on this table, change variable name, and name it as tbl, and you can just say issue book details, and okay. Now come here and replace this variable name to tbl issue book details. Now everything is fine, and we need one more method. You can see in the manage student you will find a method called clear table. This one, just copy this one also, method to clear the table, and in the here just paste this method also. Why? Because we need this method, and all set. But why I'm getting this red mark on my, let me just, okay, here we are getting, so let's just, we don't need this code, remove this and back. Okay, done. And I think this should be gone, but still I'm getting here. Okay, and we need to change the variable also here, tbl student detail, instead of we need to pass this tbl issue book details dot get model, and all set. Now error gone, and we need to call the method. I'm going to call this method in the constructor. Okay, right? So let me just set student, and I also want to change the method name, not set student details, set issue book details to table, and call this method here set issue book details to table. And let's run and check it's working or not. You can see we are getting our record. Now let's code for this button, and I also want to remove this header part, navigation part, and how to do that I think you from this time you know how to do that. Let's go to your, select the JFrame, come here and select this property called undecorated, and also we need this cross button, so copy this back button, Control C, and we all record and paste it here. And let's change the color, so I want this color, red color, and select this label panel and paste the color here, and we got our back button. Now let's just simply copy the cross button from here, Control C, and we have already created that on every frame, so I don't know where it's gone. So just simply you can see here is our panel. So what I want to keep this panel inside this blue one, so this panel is panel 1 and I want to take this J panel 8 to J panel 1. Okay, and where is my, I can't see that panel. Here is our, okay, let me just check. You can see where is my J panel 8. I can't see it anywhere. Let me just keep it inside this J frame. Again in the J frame we are not getting it, I don't know why. So let me just delete this and copy paste it again, delete it and return and copy, and come here and click on paste. This time also we are not getting our panel. Let me just check where it is. I can't see it here. Okay, panel table, let me put it in the panel table and let's check whether it's coming or not. I can't see it here also. Okay, so let's just create that cross button, no issue at all. Just simply copy this one, Control C and Control V, and take this to the corner. Take this to the top and remove the icon, and I want to select none, done. Okay, and just change the text to X and also increase the size of this and also the label font size. I want to make it as 35. Okay, done. Now we need to apply event, call set event and mouse click, and here we want to we don't want to go to home, we just want to close this program. So system dot exit and 0. Okay, all set. Let's run and check both the buttons are working or not. You can see when I click on this cross button, the frame got disposed, and keep it little bit. Okay, where is my okay, keep it little bit above. Now we need to code for this dates, so we are gonna create another method to fetch the record. So to fetch the record and using date fields and name it as public void and search, method name is search, and we need this to date. So just, and I want to create a date object, java.util date, java.util.date and date, and u from date that means util class from date is equal to, and the date component name is date from date dot get date. Now the next one is date you issue not issue to date and make it also as from date and to date. Now date underscore to date dot get date, and we need to, this one is util package date, we need to convert it into SQL package date, because SQL supported date format is SQL package date, not util package date. So we need to convert. So how to convert? We need to first fetch the time from this. So you from data dot get, but get time is the method where we will get the time in the long format and get the time from the second field also, to date dot get time, and we need to pass this time into java.sql date. So create a date of SQL package. You can see java.sql package date. I'm gonna select, and it will be inline import java.sql.date, and s, let simply name it as to date, not to date, from date. From date is equal to new java.sql date, and just pass this long variable which is L1 for the, and next is date java.sql package date java.sql, and to date is equal to new date and pass L2 here. And now we got our dates. Let's create the JDBC query. So inside the try catch we need to create connection object. I'm gonna say con db connection dot get connection. I hope you know how I'm getting this connection object. And the next one is I want to write SQL query. So let me just string SQL is equal to, the SQL query would be select star from table name is issue book details, and select star from issue book details where date, not date, issue date is there is a clause called between. Issue date is between this and to this, between this to this. I think, let me just check the SQL query. Where is my, I have some doubt in the SQL query. Let me just verify it once. You can see the SQL query I have written from where issue date between this and this, not to, between this and this. Okay, what it means is I want to select the record from where issue date is between, and here we are gonna pass the from this date to this date. Okay, now create prepare statement object. Prepare statement pst is equal to con dot prepare statement, pass the SQL variable, and we need to set the dates. So first I'm gonna set from date, first field is first index is from this date, and pst dot set date, and second is to date. Okay, and finally execute this query. Execute query because it is a it is select query. So for select query we use execute query method, and just take the variable into result set, rs is equal to, and iterate through the loop while rs dot next, and we are gonna fetch the values, and we need to just copy this entire thing, copy this, and while rs dot next, just paste it here. Okay, done. And we just, okay, in the catch block print the exception. If we are getting any exception, we will know. And let's call this method on this button, on this search button. So right click, event or action, and action perform, or simply you can double click on the button, it will open the same method. And here we need to call this, so the method name is search. Okay, search, and that's all. Let me check it's whether it's working or not. So you can see we have a record from 6th of May to 7th May, and 6 and 7 date record we have. So let me just select a date. Okay, from 5th to today's date, which is 8, and search, and you can see we got the record, but we are getting the record twice because we have not called the method which is clear table. So call this clear table method, and I think before this search method we need to call this clear table, and first clear the table, then call this search method, and again run it. And I want to search only one record this time, only for particular date, and I want to search this record which is inserted on 6th of May. So 6th of May to 6th of May, and search. So you can say I am getting only one record, and if I select any date which is out of the range, and if I click on search, you can see I am not getting any record, but I want to display a message saying that no record found. So what we need to do here is we simply need to write only one line below this result set. Write an if statement, if rs dot next is equal to false, that means we have found no records from the database. So message dialog, and here we are gonna display no record found. And in the else part, in the else section, we are going to write this while loop. So copy this entire while loop, Control X, and simply paste it into this else part. And let me just format the code. You can use Alt, Shift and F to format the code. And in the this command is for Windows, and if you are using Mac, I don't know, you can search it or you can Google it. Now let's run this again. Now I want to select the date out of the range, so I'm going to select any range, and when I click on search, you can see no record found. And let me again select the date from the range 5th to 8th, and search. Here you can see I'm getting one record which is from 5th of May, and let me select this one, getting only one record. Okay, so I hope you understood how to do this. And let me just check this back button is working or not. You can see the back button is not working, so we need to apply an event on this button. So right click this label, not this panel, select this label and right click, event, mouse click, and here we need to say home page, not this, home page, home is equal to new home page and home page dot set visible true, and simply dispose the current frame and run this again. And you can see we are getting this back button, and click on back and we are redirected to our home page. And I also want to apply event on this button also. When we click on this view record, we should be redirected to on that view all record page. So go to our home page. Here is our home page. Where is our home page? Here is our home page, and in the design, let's just in the return book also I want to apply event. Let me check whether I have applied or not. Mouse, I have not applied, so click on mouse click. We have created this return book page in our last video. So return book is equal to new return book, and simply say book dot set visible true, and here just dispose now, and remove this comment, we don't require. Okay, not the entire row, just remove this comment. And next I want to also apply this mouse hover event. So set, not set event, mouse. First let me check the panel name. So select the panel, and here you can see the panel name is jpanel 10, and so select this label and event mouse entered, and the panel name is jpanel 10 dot set background, and the color should be mouse entered. Okay, and the next one is for mouse exit. So right click this label event mouse and mouse exit, and copy the same code, paste it here, and change the color, which will be mouse exit color. Done. And we have to do this same for this also view record. So first let's apply mouse click event. So mouse click, and we want to redirect to our view all record page. So simply create the object of view all record is equal to all record is equal to new all record, and here I want to say all record dot set visible true, and dispose. And also let's apply the mouse. Let me just check the panel name. So panel name is jpanel 11, and right click this label and apply mouse enter event, and copy this code and simply paste it here, and let's just change the panel name jpanel 11, and again apply mouse exit event. So mouse exit, and copy this, and we're going to paste it here for mouse exit color, and the jpanel is 11. Okay, done. Now let's run our project. Run file, and you can see we are getting this beautiful mouse over effect. And when we click on this view record, we are getting this view record table, and if we click on back button, we are coming back to our admin panel or home page. And in the next video we are going to display this view issued book details. Okay, so that's all for this video. If you like the video, please like the video. It motivates me to create more videos for you. And if you are facing any problem, you can message me on Instagram, or you can mail me, or you can simply comment in the comment section. I will try my best to solve your issue. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.